Morning, guys. So this is my first ever vlog for my new YouTube channel. So I decided to do a day in the life of myself just because I suck at showcasing what I get up to, and there's so much that I want to share with you guys. So I decided today was the day. There's just a hell of a lot going on. I'm about a week away now from Run 4 Nations, so for those of you that don't know, I'm going to be attempting to become the first person in history to run a marathon in all 4 of the countries within the UK in 24 hours and not a minute more. Things are starting to really ramp up now. So I've got about an hour before India, my little girl, wakes up. So first things first, get on the compression mat, do my stretches, enjoy breakfast, and then wake up the little savage. So first things first, as soon as I get out of bed, I jump straight onto my compression mat for about 20 minutes, stick my music on, just chill out, just gradually build up into the day. The reason why I like using it, you tend to do it for like 20, 40 minutes, however long that you can really do it for. For me, I do 20 minutes in the morning, 40 minutes before I go to sleep. This thing's amazing for anxiety, stress. It's great for energy, circulation, and I just feel amazing straight after I do it. From that, I'll then go into my stretching, and then that's when I'll have my food. And for me, it was just kind of like, instead of just waking up and going straight into the day, it's just so much nicer just having that gradual build up. And actually, I have a far more productive day because of it. Do you know what, hands down, this is one of the best things I've ever got. Every single morning when I wake up, I feel so battered from the running. I have so much tension in my back, and the minute I lay on this thing, it's the absolute dream. It's like plastic needles. They're obviously curved towards the end, but it's just enough to get into those muscles. As much as we know we should stretch, how many of us actually do? I'm definitely guilty of that. So for me, just fasting in the morning, 20 minutes on the compression mat, 10-minute stretch. That's it now, straight over to breakfast. Apparently this is what people find really interesting, what others eat. So, if you want to see the most undesirable looking breakfast cooked by myself, that is it. This is probably looking like quite a big portion. Now typically I wouldn't eat this before a run. If it's quite close to it, then I'll probably have maybe like a bagel, some peanut butter and a banana. That's for me like the perfect formula. Because I've got a bit of time before my run later this morning. I've gone with 2 bagels, I've got some cream cheese, some salmon, I've got 4 eggs, and I'll probably have some cereal, bran flakes, normally, just good for the gut. And then these are my go-tos. My turmeric shot, they can't say it, but I can. You take this shot, you do not get ill. Pure Sport CBD, bang. This is something I've been taking now pretty much for all of 2021. It started off with me wanting to take it just for anxiety, but actually the amount of products I now take from this company are crazy. So I literally just take 0.4 drops of this. Get a little bit excited there with the pumps. There we go. Under the tongue. 30 seconds. Slam the shot down, and then we dig in. It's time to wake up my little savage. Morning, Bob. Rise and shine. So first things first, we're gonna make lunch. What are we having for lunch today, Bub? Sandwich? We're not sure. Oh, we just want cereal. We just want our cereal and our apples and our smoothie bowl, right?
Daddy.
Yeah? How many apple would you like? 2 apple? Okay. Are you growing?
Daddy.
Yeah? She has. Would you want the lion? Do you want Mr. Whale? Or do we want the yellow ball? You want this one? Okay. Ready? Slowly. Oh wow. Oh, Bub. Quick. Well done, Bub. One of the most important things before any training session, you got to get your business done. I have the smallest window whilst India's eating for me to be able to do this. Otherwise, I literally will be up shit creek. Excuse the pun. I'm just kidding, I was already finished. Wow, you look fabulous. We had a few little knots just down this section here, but I managed just to really smooth them out. Do I get a thumbs up?
The rainbow.
Okay, let's just brush teeth now. So those toothie bags. That's it, show Daddy tooth bags. Show them. Wow. You're gonna have all the cleanest teeth in all the land. Whoa, and the big one. Awesome. Nice one, Bob.
Yeah.
Cool. We're done. Okay. Woo! Okay. The transformation, honestly, this bit is always so funny. You just 1 minute you're with your little girl, brushing hair in salons, talking about unicorns, and then the next minute you are getting absolutely savaged by your coach. I mean, that sounds weird. So I mean, literally, there's no rest pretty much. It's just straight into training now. So now I'm just heading over to Battersea in London, and I'm going to be meeting up with my run coach Ben and a good friend of mine, Will Gooch, who's also an ultra runner. I think the plan is basically to do 12 miles in intervals. This is going to be a really savage session. So this here is the running coach. And this here is my best friend and ultramarathon runner, Will Gooch. Alright, the ledge.
Right, so this morning we're going to be doing a kind of a 5k steady jog, which is what we're doing now. And then we're going to go into some slightly longer start intervals to start with 2 kilometre efforts. And then we're going to slowly bring these down, going down to 2 1 kilometre efforts, 2 800 metre efforts, 2 400s. A little bit of speed at the end, 2 200s, and then a little bit of a steady jog to finish and build the distance up to a 12-mile total for this morning. Hopefully we don't get too wet.
So both Ben and Will, alongside a girl called Marina, are going to be by my side for the 4th marathon of Run 4 Nations, and it's so perfect, even not just for my own training, but the 3 of us just finding a rhythm too. You really do feed off the person next to you. Having Ben as that leader, because he is a phenomenal runner, calms me down, and also having Will to my side as well, because he's an experienced runner, not just with ultras but short distances too. It just has such an impact. Also for my training as well. When you surround yourself with great runners, it makes you want to be greater. So for me, I absolutely love these sessions because I'm so used to running, not at a slow pace, but because of the pace I'm going to be running at for the challenge, it doesn't match the lengths that these guys go to. So to have these sessions where I'm forced to speed up, it's great training, great for the mindset. You know, this is our last load week, and then next week we start to taper it in. So right now I'm hurting. This is a fucking tough session, but it's just what I need.
1K, 3:45. You've got to work hard from the start. What's the man? Yeah, I can rest now. That was serious. Well done, buddy. That was the best I've seen you run. Well done, Will. There you go. That was hard work.
Ready. We're ready.
That was really good to see. Josh is, I mean, definitely running the best that I've seen him this year. We were doing some tough intervals today. I mean, he's got a habit of setting off too fast and getting carried away with it. But he's definitely learning his pacing a bit more, and ultimately holding, I guess, the best paces that I've seen him hold, especially for some longer intervals today, which has been really promising. So last big week of his training this week, before we start to taper it down, and then things get exciting as we start to fly across the different countries.
The run was actually savagely hard. I've done a lot recently, so trying to keep up with this guys was tough, but Josh is doing real well. As Ben said, it was his best run of the year probably. He was saying he felt good the whole way around, so in terms of the challenge coming up, I'm just well excited for you basically.
What's nice is, so Will and I met ages ago when he did John O'Groats Land's End, came on my podcast,
yeah, throwback.
and we've just been mates ever since. And like, it's just, the nice thing about this group that we're building now is that whenever someone comes up with an idea, these guys are just right behind it, or I'm right behind theirs. Like, there's no idea that's stupid, to be honest with you. And they're all stupid.
The more stupid, the better.
They're all stupid. But
yeah.
The nice thing is, when you have the right group around you, like, and literally, it sounds corny, but like anything is possible because you've got the guys backing you every single way.
Well, even today, I wouldn't have done that without being here. Hell no.
Nah.
No
It
way.
makes such a difference. It doesn't matter what the conditions are. When you've got your buds with you, it's so nice.
Raining, running, it's a vibe, people.
See you later, man. Bye. Well, mate, that was big.
See you guys
Bye,
soon.
boys.
See you soon.
Right,
Yeah.
Wednesday next week, Will. Au revoir.
With your running or training, is to try get some good protein and carbs into you within 20-30 minutes of your session. I used to get this so wrong. We're not far off now. Do you know what, this has been so nice for me, being able to share with you guys more of what goes on, because I've said it so many times, in all honesty, I'm so bad at sharing what I actually do when there is so much going on. This is just one of those typical days that I have. You know, it's waking up, you're straight into daddy mode. The minute that little thing gets dropped off, you switch off, you know, and you're straight into the training, and you've seen there the intensity of it as well. So we're just heading now from training back home. What I'll typically do is jump into the ice bath for 5, 10, I mean, if I can really bear it, 15 minutes, that's rare. I'll have a huge feed. Once ice bath and food is done, I've got to basically film the promo video today, announcing the charity that I'm going to be raising money for Run for Nations. And then actually I want to be able to like take you guys down to a project that I've been renovating down the road, and I'll delve a little bit more into that when we get there. Every time, if I don't have a nice bath outside, and I've got to do it inside. You know, I just put 3 bags in there and it doesn't look like I put any in. I try and get my electrolytes in when I'm in the bath. Anything to distract me. I'm gonna go for, we'll start off something, I think we'll start small. We'll go for 1 hour. Let's see how we do with 5 minutes. Love it, absolutely love it. I love what I do. I love it. Absolutely love what I do. I know what you're thinking, Josh, why are you not all the way in the bath? Well, the answer is because I don't want to. Mayo drops, turmeric shot. So typically each day we try and achieve for myself around 2,700 calories. Originally, just because I'm burning so much, I mean typically I'll probably burn between 2,000 and 3,000. We started off with a plan where we were aiming for around 4,000, but like I said, because I have an issue with food, the reality was because there was just so much, it just put me off even more. So actually, the nutritionists I've had come on board, we've dropped it down to 2,700 as like the baseline. But the best thing about it is because the portion sizes are smaller, I find it more appetizing, and then I can just throw in extra things. I probably make up sometimes between 3,500 to 400 to 4,000. The minute I come back, ice bath. Because this morning's been so busy, I'm gonna have my snack and I'll have my lunch together. Always after a big run, straight away, Turmeric & Co. These are one of my sponsors. I'll always have their raw turmeric shot, great for inflammation. And then I top up just as I'm about to go into work with my Pure Sport Clarity drops, my CBD drops. Throughout the day, I'll probably try and drop in maybe 1 or 2 my electrolyte tabs, something again in the past that I've just neglected. The nice thing is, right, we're not reinventing the wheel. This is all just such simple stuff, but when I accumulate all these 1%, it really does just make such a difference to how I feel and how I perform the next day. So typically for like a snack or a lunch, it could either just be like a liquid snack or a solid. I'm gonna have a few rice cakes and peanut butter and a shake, and then for lunch, I'm gonna have something like an avocado and chicken wrap, a little bit of mayonnaise. The nice thing about what I'm doing right now is that I'm not preparing for a competition. Like how I look is absolutely irrelevant. How I perform is essential. So that's one of the best things I'd say about what I eat is that I get to enjoy it. And to be honest with you, I get to eat as much as I want. We obviously know that for myself, that's not necessarily the winner, but almost like less is more with me. So yeah. Boop. 30 seconds. So I've just arrived at my project. I've got a couple hours to kill now before my second session where I head to the gym. So last year, I did 2 pretty crazy challenges around my patio. For those of you that don't know, basically ran 6 marathons in 5 days around my 14-foot patio. And then 3 weeks later decided without training to do a 24-hour ultra around that very same patio and ran 105 miles in total. The issue was I injured myself pretty badly. I was out for a number of months, and it was probably the first time I think in my journey with these ultra challenges where I realized I needed a fallback. Now, before I moved to London, I was doing property, and I decided from that moment on that I was going to continue to do that just so that I was going to be okay. If I ever incurred another injury, I'd have that. So I'm going to take you guys in, check it out. We're going to meet Kit, my builder, just get an update on everything. This is the man. Right, let's figure this out. Oh, every time That is an absolute winner. Shakes, man. Honestly, before a workout, this one I've literally got tasting like strawberry ice cream. So good. Literally oats, Greek yogurt, some protein, frozen strawberries. It's just an absolute winner. So today, we're not yet close to finishing, but almost. Project's going really well, which makes me happy. I'm now back, dressed to go. Gonna head off to the gym shortly. Today I'm just focusing on legs. Legs are pretty fatigued after the run this morning with Guji and Ben, but it's just day-to-day life. I'm just finishing up some admin now. This is kind of starting to get real. I've just booked all the flights for the team. There's going to be about 7 of us flying out to Belfast, which is where the start of Run 4 Nations will take place. And then we're just trying to wrap up final sponsors as well. Without them, really, this just is not possible. So that's really exciting. So I'm actually going into this session feeling good. Today has been a really, really good day. Right, we've got this whole space to ourselves right now. Nobody's looking. Let's play a cheeky game of hide and seek. You're the seeker. Close your eyes, count to 5. See if you can find me. Be honest. Did you actually find me? I don't think you did. Ain't no one finding this guy. Listen, 31 years in the game, best in the business. And that is session done. So I'm now just back from the gym. Time just to get my last meal in and try chill out for a little bit. Tomorrow is one savage day. I got 3 10-mile runs, split sessions. Like I said, we're not far away from Run 4 Nations now, so they're kind of just pushing me about as far as I possibly can go before we start to taper it in. It's now time for me just to make my last meal. This one I find delicious. It's really easy to make. I'm gonna show you guys, as you love seeing what people eat. So this is just gonna be some tuna pita bread. So we've got some cucumber, lettuce or cabbage, some light mayo, some peppers, and then my winning formula again, except this time we're gonna go for the Pure Sport Unwind. This stuff helps you have a deeper sleep. And then back to my turmeric again. For any of you guys that are interested, first thing in the morning I take this on an empty stomach with about maybe a pint of water, and then before I go to bed. This stuff is so good for reducing inflammation, which I obviously need pretty much every single day. Listen, if you've enjoyed this video, like, subscribe. There's so many more to come. I've really enjoyed making this. It feels a little bit weird, to be honest, talking in front of camera like this. Probably not the most natural, but I'm hoping as time goes by, it gets a little bit better. There's so many exciting projects, not just this challenge, but so many more after that are coming, and people that I meet every day that I can't wait to share with you guys. Hopefully I can make this an exciting YouTube channel for you guys to connect with. I know there's a hell of a lot out there, but hopefully I can bring something new to the table. See you on the next video.